I'm Scott Fletcher, PGA golf coach for over 10 years at UK Golf Academy, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, you're going to learn why your practice swing is so much better than your real swing. And if you stay to the end of the video, you're also going to get my pro tip for what I use in my own game to make sure that I do this properly. Here are the 4 main reasons why your practice swing isn't as good as your real swing. 1, there's no context or task to your practice swing. You're really not focusing and you're swinging the club aimlessly. Number 2, you change your intention between your practice swing and your real swing. Number 3, you're trying to do far too much or you're overthinking. And number 4, I forgot. Hang on a minute. Number 4, your practice swing is probably at a lower speed and lower intensity than your real swing. I've got my camera guy Jamie here and we're going to show him how to make his practice swing the same as his real swing. Okay Jamie, let's see some practice swings. And so what are you focused on here as you're doing this?
Not much really.
Nothing in particular, just doing them?
Really, just swinging around.
Okay, so we need to have an intention behind your practice swing that's obviously good. So what I need you to do now is step into this ball, and when you hit the shot, maintain that same intention. Don't change, don't just like try and smash it or something. Try and keep that exactly the same swing thought. Nice. Great shot. Look at that. Nice. So what Jamie's just done there is to make his practice swing as close to his real swing as possible. Firstly, he had a bit more intention for his practice swing, like he tried to hit the piece of mud or he tried to hit the tee. And then secondly, when he stepped in, he maintained that attention to be exactly the same from his practice swing to his real swing. So he was able to obviously make his practice swing a lot more like his real swing and hit a great shot. It's harder now he's turned it on.
When I find I step onto the actual ball itself, I see that I might not want to hit it in a bunker, or there might be a bit of lake in front of me, or I might be thinking over too much about my grip, or maybe my stance, or maybe my backswing, how that comes down, and then it's all really just piles up in my mind, and I overthink everything.
So now when you practice swing, you're thinking about hitting that tee or hitting that piece of mud. And then you just got to make sure you keep that the same when you go into the ball. And that's obviously just one thing. Yeah. You're not really thinking about what your wrists are doing, anything like that. You're just thinking, in your case, you need a better impact location. Yeah. So aiming at the tee, aiming at the mud, or trying to hit it in the centre of the club face when you hit the ball, just focusing in on that one thing. If you get that impact location right, and you hit the ball in the centre of the club face, or hit the tee for your practice swing, whatever, that's going to take care of that stuff. You don't need to worry about the bunkers, you don't need to worry about the lakes, yeah. Your backswing. If you're getting that impact location to be correct, then that's absolutely fine. I'm trying to get my grip right, I'm trying to get my wrist, I'm trying to turn my shoulders, I'm trying to fire my hips. I'm just trying to do loads of things. You're never going to do that in one shot. Pick what's your most important thing for you that's going to make the difference to your shots at this moment, and go with that one thing, maybe 2. Okay, so we've just taken Jamie through the first 3 stages. So firstly, making sure you've got an intention behind your practice swing, you're not just aimlessly swinging. Secondly, making sure that stays the same as you step into the ball. You're not just going to step in and then try and do something totally different. Thirdly, but you're not overthinking. You've just got maybe 1 or 2 things and you're really sticking to that. And then finally, when Jamie hits this ball here, if you do your practice swing for me, Jamie, like we said, with that sort of single intention on what you're trying to do, get that impact location as good as you can. That's it. Let's have one more. Nice, and feeling that rhythm and that pace. Now finally, when you step in and hit this shot, you're just trying to keep that rhythm, that pace exactly the same, yeah? You're not going to overhit this. Very nice.
So walk me through your process then, Scott.
So what we're going to do is certainly a couple of practice swings, making sure you've got sort of like we said, an intention or a thought in mind. So in your case, we said we wanted to try and get the impact location better. So you can pick something to aim at, yeah? And make sure that your club's not coming inside it or going outside it. So do some nice practice swings, having something to aim at, and you can see if you're going to get that contact to be in the middle of the club for you. And then when you're ready, like we said, you're going to step in. You're not going to overthink it. Obviously check where you're going, but just keeping that same intention, like trying to hit that ball right in the centre of the face. And then when you're ready, keep it nice and smooth, the same pace that you would on a practice swing. So as promised, here's my pro tip that I use for my own game and with my students to make sure that you can keep that intensity the same between your practice swing and your real swing. Jamie, I've got a scrunched up piece of paper here, but you can use anything. You can use an airflow ball, anything that's not gonna fly like a golf ball. You don't need to worry about trying to hit this ball too hard, it's not gonna fly any further. So we're gonna pop this down, do your practice swing again for me, and just make sure that you're trying to keep that nice and smooth. Nice. One more time, nice full one. Excellent. And now when you step in and hit the paper ball, there's no real incentive to try and hit this too hard now. You can keep it nice and smooth, exactly the same. And try and keep that same rhythm. Did that feel like the same?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Perfect. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed filming it for you. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. And if there's any other tips or content that you do want to see, leave a comment below.